Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Telecast-tv. I'm Miracle Angala. You're watching a conversation with Kassim, the Commissioner for Information in Edo State, speaking about the alleged assassination attempt on Peter Obi, and prominent figure of the ADC in Edo State. He said that the governor and himself were in Abuja when the incident took place, and the governor put a call across to the commissioner of police telling him to make investigation about the issue. And he said until investigations are made, they cannot proclaim or say who is responsible for such acts. And he also said that they tolerate opposition party, they welcome them, and he said the reason for such an attempt was there was a heated argument, a faction of the ADC that had an argument on Monday that we are not allowed to have meeting with other of their party members, that is what led to that incident, that it is within the ADC the issue arose. Now, share your thought about this. Are they trying to deny the claims? Share your thought, drop your comments. Endeavor to watch this video to the end. Please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Don't miss trending videos.
By Mr. Kassim Afegbua. Who is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. You started again. Of a population of less than 100,000 people. I'm a prince of a very big town.
Which town?
I'm just dedicated to doing this job. I should have been in the palace running the affairs of my people. But Prince Kassim Afegbua is the Commissioner of Information in Edo State. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Why is your government anti-opposition?
I think that would be a statement that cannot be located within the axis of the APC-led government in Edo State. We tolerate opposition. We get criticized almost on a regular basis by members of a factional PDP. We respond to them using argument, using, undeniable facts and figures, statistics. And we believe that politics is a contestation of ideas, perspectives, sentiments, and your ability to deliver your promise would naturally respond to the litany of criticism that may greet you while you are presiding over the state. And so it would be wrong for anyone to say we don't tolerate opposition. We've always been tolerating them. We fought a ruling party, we defeated them, even though they were factionalized, part of which have now exited to the ADC now. And we are still very much solid as a united APC.
But explain to us, Mr. Afegbua.
Yes.
You are the APC, Governor Monday Okpebholo is at the helm of affairs, and there should be an explanation as a chief security officer of the land. What is the government, what information does the government of Edo State have as regarding what happened? The likes of eminent personality like Mr. Sumbo, John Odigie-Oyegun, Peter Obi, Olumide Akpata. These are eminent Nigerians that came under attack and under fire. What explanation does the government of Edo State have on this one?
First and foremost, you whip up sentiments, and very undue one when you say people are eminent personalities. And in a democracy, it is a leveler for everyone, first and foremost. That must be established, because every individual carries a vote. That's why they say one man, one vote. That is settled. And it's in a democracy, everyone is free to participate. And even in political parties, they call it free exit and entry. Just like you asked Olumide Akpata just now, he was candidate of the Labour Party. Now he has exited to the ADC and all that. You see, the point is the governor we were all in Abuja when we heard about the incident. And immediately, he called the Commissioner of Police and informed him that he wants to get a report on this particular issue. I was reading the statement by the Commissioner of Police and what transpired, but they said they have commenced investigation until the report of the primary investigation is carried out or submitted to the governor. We may not be in a position to say this is exactly what happened, but from the feelers we get from our people on ground, generally when people, because there are reporters that cover that incidents and all of that. And there were also issues that snowballed into this on Monday. There were crises of the party on Monday at the residence of Chief Oyegun when some complained that they were locked out of a particular meeting, comprising leaders of the party from Edo South. And to that extent, we saw the kind of altercations, insult, angers, and tempers that were freely on display, not just by Chief Roland Owe as identified by Olumide Okpebholo. There are also other persons. Bibi was one of them. In UK is another. Quite a number of persons. They were complaining that Oyegun was shortchanging them, and they were not going to take that lightly. If you hear that a particular witchcraft cried yesterday, and a son or a child dies today, according to the Yoruba, adage or proverb, they say, "Who does not know that it is the
invariably, in clear and straight terms, what are you saying?
I'm saying that what happened in Edo should be located within the ambit of ADC, one factional group of the ADC, versus another faction of the ADC.
Is that rational, though, Mr. Afegbua, that there is an internal disagreement and the members of the same party will carry guns and start shooting each other? Does that make sense?
Have you forgotten that a lot of these persons are coming from Labour Party that is notorious for crisis and all kinds of fisticuffs? Have you forgotten the story of Labour Party, Aburi fashion, the Nadi Usman fashion, the Peter Obi and all of that, prior to the election, after the election and all of that? Why are they exiting from Labour Party if the party was not riddled with crisis? After all, Olumide Okpebholo, who was a candidate of the party in Edo State, just attested to that fact barely a few minutes ago. So the point I'm saying that I think Labour Party and some of these opposition parties are notorious for all kinds of crises.
If the likes of Chief Roland Owe got angry on Monday because of what happened, but the same Chief Roland Owe was there on the high table with them in that house, how would you suggest that?
So you have been reporting politics, you have been discussing politics for a long time. I think you tend to underrate politicians generally. You see, you may see someone sitting there in a meeting with you. They say it is difficult to deconstruct the minds, what is in your mind from a facial construction. If people are disgruntled, do you have time to interact, engage with your followers, to tell them this is the new position of things, barely 24 hours? That's the issue. Because the anger we saw on display on Monday was formidable anger. And they have a reason to do so. There was no name they didn't call Chief Oyegun. They called him all kinds of names, and they ridicule him and reduce his status.
So it does look like the Edo State Government has concluded that this is an ADC affair,
yes,
without even the police coming out with their own investigation and report.
We have our own CSOs, as chief security officers, government house. We have our other intelligence officers who work for governor, not necessarily for the police, who work for governor to secure the government house. And don't forget that Oyegun's residence is just adjacent to the government house. In fact, they are sharing the same fence with the official residence of the governor on the other side. So if we want to go by the kind of information we've gotten from them, it is safe to conclude that it was ADC versus ADC. A lot of us were in Abuja here. We were not in Benin, but on Monday we were in Benin. We witnessed what happened. I personally made a detour from getting to Chief Oyegun's house, taking through Okada Avenue to navigate the government house when I saw this crisis that was
Because the allegations by Mr. Akpata is that the political atmosphere in Edo State is now unsafe, and that opposition is now being muscled and such that there is a threat on the opposition from plying their political trade in the state.
You see, I wouldn't concede to Akpata's position, because largely Akpata doesn't stay in Benin. He stays in Lagos. He lives in Lagos. And he's been coming to Benin and going back without molestation, even though we are aware that his political status is that of opposition. We don't quarrel with people coming to criticize us. We are working. We are doing what we can do based on the promise we made, in seeking the mandate of Edo people during the elections. And so, to a very large extent, we are good with opposition. But the point must be made that, you see, part of the reason why the governor made, a statement in July last year, to the extent that anytime Obi wants to come to Edo, he should please inform the state government. People misinterpreted it. But because he's a politically exposed person, we expect that he will extend the courtesy of informing the government of the day.
But is that a standard practice? Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
If
you are a former, he has been a former governor, 2 terms and all that, and given politics of opposition and all this kind of altercation, tempers and angers and all of that, anything can happen. You remember the one of July that there was a crisis at St. Philomena where he went to make donation, and there were all kinds of news flying around here and there. And we are saying that, okay, fine, if that is the case, give us the responsibility of you being our liability. When you are coming, inform us. We'll provide you additional vehicles. We'll give you protocol. They will receive you at the airport, take you to where you are going. When
Mr. Afegbua, this is how the governor said it that time. And perhaps a lot of people feel that it's a language of deterrence to opposition. And I'd like you to speak to it. Take a listen, and I remind everyone what Governor Okpebholo said. And the opposition are holding on to it, and they said this is the reason why they don't feel safe. I'd like, since you're here, you can be able to clear the air and explain what exactly the governor meant from that statement. Take a listen.
Be it. I have no regret about it. I repeat it, before you come into Edo State, notify me. It's not a threat.
All right, then. So that's the governor of Edo State.
You see, he has even put a rider. It is not a threat. He's just saying, when you are coming to Edo, inform me. And you see, there are protocols that are permissible within the ambit of governance, to the extent that if a former governor is visiting us, he's not the only former governor who has been visiting Edo or who has been. There are others who have come to attend one event or the other. Even the former Vice President, Professor Emil Sibanjo, came recently, late last year, to attend an event, and the government extended protocols to him that is due to him. Obasanjo will come and attend the event, the Western protocol. Former President Jonathan will come to it, the Western protocol. It's just the normal thing to be sure that, okay, we are aware.
So anyone who does not accept protocol is not safe?
No. You see, this is the issue. You see, the political atmosphere is volatile. Let me put it that way. To the extent that there are people who act on behalf of others. You don't even, just the sentiments of it. You don't know who likes you don't know who hates you. And in politics, what you try to avoid is a situation where you become helpless. And so in such kind of scenario, that's where you need government of the day. If you come to Edo, for example, you say you are coming and all that, and we provide you all this. If such a thing happens, the blame will be entirely on our neck.
All right.
Don't also forget that Peter Obi came the first time, there was crisis. He came the second time, crisis. And don't also forget that within the Labour Party, they are a party of crisis. And it has exited from the Labour Party crisis without being able to resolve the crisis, which will have defined his leadership credentials. And now he has come to ADC. a party of disgruntled elements come to looking for a safe platform to express their political aspirations. No doubt. But please don't come and pollute the atmosphere of Edo in such a manner that whatever happens within your party, you will now want to wear us the crown.
So Peter Obi is a problem to Edo government.
No, it's a problem to the politics, of Edo, because any party he belongs is crisis. Olumide alluded to it just now. You see, you cannot be in a party, Labour Party, you created factions and all that, and you couldn't resolve this crisis, and you have exported the crisis to another party, ADC, members of which are essentially from PDP and Labour Party.
All right, give me a moment. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Our closing moment with the Commissioner of Information in Edo State, he said it's Prince Kassim Afegbua. Thanks so much indeed for your time.
You want me to give you royal fine?
I'm royalty and blue blood. So, in essence, what assurances can the Edo government give to the people? Either an Edo born or not, either in your party or not. Are there assurances that people are safe to play politics in Edo State? Because they say they are scared.
Those who are playing politics in Edo are still located in Edo. But those who are used to crisis are those who we are pleading with to please save Edo the augury of putting us in the national news for the wrong reasons. You see, I've given you a trajectory of the nomenclature and the imprimatur of Labour Party, urban issue. Even in Edo during their governorship election, there was serious crisis to the point that Abude was beaten up mercilessly in the primaries that produced Olumide Akpata within the same party.
But are you going to assure Nigerians tonight that whoever perpetrated and those who are responsible, because I guess there should be CCTV cameras around the government house and around that corridor, are you giving assurances that whoever are those who perpetrated that dastardly act yesterday will be brought to book?
Certainly, that is the responsibility of the police, and the governor has given the marching order that the police commissioner should should make sure that they conclude investigation on this and come up with a report. So anybody found wanting who is apprehended, they will be prosecuted. But don't forget that, you see, the kind of state we inherited was a state that was heavily divided, with all manners of shenanigans, hooliganism, and gangsterism that flourished in the regime of the previous governor. Don't forget that Monday Okpebholo, the governor of the state, oddly was killed when we were doing campaigns, and when we intend to, arrest or petition the police and all that, they were playing a ding-dong affair. At the end of the day, the previous governor harbored them in government house where he enjoyed immunity, and as soon as he was leaving, they bolted away from the country with him. We can't find any of them now. And so, you see, they already have a history or a trajectory of causing crisis here and there. And we are saying that, please, you will never hear APC fighting APC or APC causing crisis anywhere. We contested unpopular votes, and we won the election fair and square. They are still the ones that they have not come to terms that we have finished the elections and we have decided to move forward. And so, please, help us plead with the new ADC now. They say they are new party. They should not export or import the crisis of Labour Party to bear in ADC and also pollute the political atmosphere of Edo State. Where peace-loving people will love to engage, will love to interact. Edo is heavily mobilized, heavily conscientized and enlightened people. Even the ordinary Bolly woman selling Bolly on the street understands what is happening. And so they know themselves. They should please talk to themselves.
Prince Kassim Afegbua is the Commissioner for Information in Edo State. It's probably going to Okpebholo. Well, just a very small village in Edo State. Thank you, Odigie, for coming tonight. And that's our show for tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching.